What's going on with you guys? You know who it is. It's your boy John Mike. And today I'm going to be doing an overview of the Maschine Mikro MK3. Native Instruments just dropped this on September the 6th. 2018. It's going to be available sometime in October in stores. So it's really dope. The price point is going to be $249. Great entry level way to get into the Maschine world. Adds to their whole product lineup of the Jam, the MK3, the Maschine Studio, just this whole software world that they've hardware world that they kind of got going on. First thing I noticed about this thing is that it has much larger pads. Really cool. They feel really good, and they're much larger than the previous version or whatever, and it still feels good to play on. So if you got big fingers or fat fingers, then you're going to feel right at home playing around on these pads or what have you. But they were able to compact a whole lot of features into a very small package and allow you to kind of get around and do some different things without having to navigate through a whole lot of different menus. Now they do have this little bitty baby LCD, which is kind of laughable. That was probably the thing that I laughed at as soon as I saw it. I was like, that thing is small. But surprisingly, you can see the information on there and you can read it. It is useful. But this is meant not necessarily to, be used stand alone to the side away from your computer or what have you. It's kind of meant to be set in front of your computer, kind of like I got it now. Like if I lift my camera up, you'll see my computer sitting right in front of it. So that's kind of like how it's meant to be used. So you can kind of be able to focus on both the machine and the software and look at it and be able to work it in that respect. But it makes it hyper portable. So if you're the mobile musician that likes to travel, if you travel a lot, you're going on airplanes, you're doing things like that, and you really want to have something that you can just whip out in a second and get to producing, this is the thing for you or what have you. So several really other dope features that they have, like this little smart strip area. I think that's really dope. Like it's kind of like a modulation, pitch bend kind of type thing all put in one. So for instance, I can change my group here, go over here to a sound. Let's look at just this sound right here. I can go into pitch mode, and as I play this, so you know what I mean, I can control the pitch on that just like a pitch bend. I also got just a regular modulation mode, which I have to do some things with the modulation wheel. You got a performance effects. This one doesn't have it on there, but you can set up effects, and basically like if you wanted to bring almost like automation, you wanted to bring in some reverb or bring in some type of FX, a filter, maybe like a filter. You wanted to filter something really quick, you can drop the filter on there and be able to use perform effects to use this strip to bring some stuff apart. And what's really cool is note mode. So if I go into notes on here and then I hit let's just go and change the mode to keyboard mode. Let's go to a different sound first. Let's go to this piano and we'll go into keyboard mode. So I got keys on there. I can actually play the notes on the strip or whatever, which makes it kind of cool if you're in a sound. Let's just say, let's go back to that and go to keyboard mode. Maybe you wanted to do something like that. You can do that easily with the smart strip in the notes section. That's really cool. Other thing that's really dope is pad mode. These pad modes up here, all these different keys modes that you can put it in. Like you got traditional pad mode. So if I go back here, so you got your different pads and all of that you can just play it like a traditional beat machine. Then you got keys mode. So if I go over here, go back to my group, and I go here or whatever, and then put it in keyboard mode, I can actually play it like a keyboard, different sounds or whatever, all of that good stuff like that. But what's really dope, and they brought this over from the MK3, is chords. So if I back out, go back over here to here, let's go to the piano, jump into chord mode. I can actually play chords on the pads, which is really, really dope. And I got on this little bitty baby LCD, I can actually change the key or whatever. So I can go to C sharp or D, you know. So I can change it based on whatever key, the chords based on whatever key I'm in, and actually play this thing like it's a, you know, instrument, like it's a keyboard. So you have everything contained all in one unit, which is really, really dope. They also have the step mode. So you can actually play it out and, you know, instead of clicking with your mouse and doing the steps. And I think that's pretty much been on every machine, or at least I know the MK3, and I believe I could do that with my MK2. It's been so long since I've done step mode, trying to remember that. But that's really dope that you can actually do your steps there, all in their step mode. So the different modes and stuff and the compactness makes this really, really dope. All of your features, your transport features, you got the lock states that they brought over from the MK3, which is really, really dope feature. I won't like, there's a bunch of videos out there on lock state, so I won't really like delve into the whole lock state situation. But lock states is a really, really dope feature that they built into Maschine, and they brought that over into the MK3, which is really, really dope. So you got lock states, you got auto, you got your group button here, you got note repeat, and then you can control the, you know, the repeat right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Those type things. Note repeat, lock states, all of that, all compact right here in this area. Buttons for tempo, buttons for swing, volume, a plug-in controller. You can do your sampling, start that from here. Browse your products, projects, not products, but you have products and projects all right there. Get to your favorite, search. It's all right there within the button to control the basic features of Maschine, all right here in this little compact area. Now, some of the things that I kind of dislike about it is it doesn't really have an audio interface in it like the MK3 does. Like the MK3 has a built-in audio interface, which is really dope. You can sample. It's all self-contained. They left that out for obvious reasons, but they left that out of the Micro MK3, which is cool, I guess, you know. But it was kind of cool to have like an all-in-one unit, you know, in the MK3 with everything in it right there. But, you know, you can still really use this as a controller. Now, other thing is that the jog wheel here, it's just what it is. It's just a little kind of encoder with the MK3 and the Maschine Studio and some of the other ones. This was like a kind of click wheel where you can go up, down, left, right. You know, it was unidirectional. This is just strictly scrolling. So, you know, for those of you who have been used to using that encoder to kind of click and go left and go right and move around and up and down your session, you can't really do that with this or what have you. It's just strictly, you know, turn this way, turn that way. You know, I don't know what that term would be, but it's just that or whatever. And it doesn't really have any macro knobs, those little knobs that you can use to kind of control different features. Maybe you want to put a filter here, you know, add some verb, you know, have your little macros to where you can kind of, in like a performance type situation, you can really grab a knob and be able to do something with it. That kind of takes that feature away. But other than that, and just the little baby screen, of course, that would probably be, I think that's going to be a lot of people's con, but it's easy to kind of get around. Once you play with it for like about 15, 20 minutes, you kind of gotten used to using that little bitty thing. But again, it's not meant to be from my perspective, not really meant to be this thing that you just kind of set off to the side like you could with your Maschine Studio or your MK3 or whatever, even the MK2 versions where you can just kind of sit it off to the side of your studio station and just kind of work it, you know what I mean, without having to look at the computer. So it's not really conducive for that, but you can kind of remedy that by kind of throwing it in front of your computer here or whatever. So this thing also comes with the machine factory selection. It's like about a gig and a half worth of, basically basic sounds or what have you. But you can also kind of upgrade, get expansions and things like that. They have their whole sounds.com thing. You get a little voucher thing that kind of comes with it that allows you to kind of use that to, purchase more sounds or use their subscription base. I think they have a subscription base where you can basically, get unlimited access to all of their sounds. It also comes with the massive software Monarch, and it comes with Rector. So you get access to a ton of sounds right out the box. It's just great. I just love it. I think this is going to become. It's definitely going to be in my bag. It's definitely sitting in my bag for on the go when I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using it around here at the studio for some things as well. But definitely on the go, rocking and creating some stuff when I'm going out of town. I'm always doing a lot of traveling, so I always have to have something on me to where I can just kind of bang it out, and having this on hand will be really, really dope. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you hanging out and watching this video. Do all those normal things that we always talk about at the end of the video. We want you to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit the share button, do all those things like that. And we'll look to see you guys on the next button. Oh yeah, turn on those notifications. We'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Holla at your boy.